All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in with Majestic Show with Coach Kizzy. So I want you to actually um to start thinking about praying. I listen. I ain't trying to force my religion on nobody or nothing like that. I know who I pray to. You know, just think about. I'm just gonna say it like this because I know a lot of people pray to different gods or whatever they pray to for whoever help you in your life. But I want you to pray to the Most High God. But I'm not forcing it on you. But just pray for real and see how your life transform. So prayer is more than a religion practice. It is vital part of our daily lives. So many people, including myself, have sometimes neglected prayer or not understood the importance. However, I have come to realize that prayer is not just a ritual, but a necessity for moving forward and living according to God's will. The importance of prayer. Prayer connects us to God. It is a way to express our thoughts, worries, hopes, and gratitude. When we pray, we invite God into our lives and seek His guidance. Life is full of challenges, and sometimes it seems overwhelming. In those moments, prayer gives us a sense of peace and strength that we cannot find anywhere else. Learning from mistakes. I admit that in the past I have fallen short from prayer. Sometimes life gets busy or difficult, and it's easy to forget about God. I thought I could handle things on my own, but only led to more stress and confusion. Fell into prayer. Falling to pray made me realize how I truly needs God's help. It was only when I returned to prayer that I felt hope and purpose again. Obeying God's will. Through prayer, we learn to listen to God and understand His will for our lives. Obeying God is not always easy, but it is the only way to find real peace and direction. When I started to pray again and trust in God's plan, I saw positive changes in my life. I felt guided, supported, and loved. I know how that following God's will is the best way to move forward and overcome any obstacle. So today I want you to know that I encourage you. Prayer is a need, not just a choice. Even I have failed in the past. I now see that prayer and obedience to God's will are the key to a meaningful and successful life. So I encourage everyone to make prayer a daily habit and trust that God will lead us on the right path. So with that being said, and I was listening to 2819 Church where that like we can say that we save. We can say this all day long, but really, are we really saved? Are we really saved? Like he said, a pastor, and I say this too, a pastor can't get you in heaven. My mama, my daddy, my sister, my cousin, my auntie, my uncle can't get me in heaven. Can't get me there. And I know that we be saying it's a lot of people that say, "Oh, I'm a Christian," or "I'm this," or "I'm saved," but your action speaks louder than words. And what he was what he was on what yesterday he was on Matthew 25, Matthew 25, and it was basically stating the gate closed on people that's not ready. You can say you're Christian all day long, but are you, I'm gonna say it like, Or you financially ready in your mindset that you know that you're gonna make it through that gate? Do you know that? I don't know that. But my thing is preparing, because we don't know when God gonna take our last breath. And I appreciate him. And he said this, and he said it in a way that made very, very sense. That we own nothing. On this earthly land, we own nothing. What do we own on this earthly land? Just because it's in your possession at the present time doesn't mean that we own it. We don't own these bodies. We don't own our soul. We don't own our kidney, our heart, or nothing like that. So when God want ready to stop that heart, He gonna stop it. So we really don't own anything. So therefore, if you know that, then it's time to actually step up and do the right thing and start trying to get in alignment with the Most High God before it's too late.